Shira, Havana Shira, let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Havana Shira. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Let us sing. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Havana Shira. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Come let us sing. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Let us sing. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Havana Shira. Let us sing.
Shalom, everybody. Nice to see you all out there. Had a lot of buttons to push. Hopefully, I pushed the right ones. As you may notice, I'm in the sanctuary here at the synagogue. Rabbi is off for this week and a bit of next week. I'm here holding down the bima, so to speak. I'm very glad that I have the opportunity to share 2 more Zoom Siyyums with you this week before we transition to our summer schedule, which will have us not online as much during the week, but we hope to be working on ways that we can continue our engagement and our connection with you. It's not in any way designed to minimize that, only to kind of give us an opportunity to maybe try some different things. We've been doing this 3 times a week for the last 2 years and 3 months, and it's a long time. So We're going to start with a little bit with a song, and then we'll say hello to folks. We'll do a little kind of preview or study around our Torah portion this week, and we'll close as we always do with a Zoom Siyyum. So. Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is to be together on this kind of hot day. It was 103, at least as I was driving down Foothill Boulevard in my car. It was very warm, kind of takes the energy out of you. I can't imagine living in Phoenix or even Palm Springs and having to be outside in this heat a lot, but people do it. And of course, here in the Pomona Valley, we just, it is the way it is, and it's we can handle it. So hope you are all handling whatever it is wherever you are. I'm going to just reach over here and see if I can say hello to anybody on Facebook. I see, I saw Nancy at one point. I see a couple of more names there, but I don't see actually who's on. So if you want to say hi in the chat, please don't hesitate to do so. And of course, Simon and Yvonne are here with us on Zoom. Always wonderful to see both of you. I'm going to just do a little bit of a preview of the Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is called Korach. Anybody know who Korach was? Korach was Moses' nephew, Aaron's first cousin. I'm sorry, Moses and Aaron's first cousin. Had a bunch of nephews. Had some a lot of other family members, a lot of other folks who looked to him as a leader, and kind of reminiscent in some ways of the Torah portions leading up to this week. there's a lot of complaining going on. Only in this particular case, rather than being a complaint about not having a variety of foods to eat, or Miriam being concerned about her brother's leadership skills and criticizing his choice of spouse, this time we are pretty close to full-fledged rebellion. Korach, like I said, first cousin of Moses, not very pleased at all with what he sees is his unfair treatment, and certainly the unfair treatment of his clan. Why does Moses and Aaron get all the leadership roles? Why aren't we included? How can Moses have taken all these privileges on himself as if it was Moses's doing? As we know from studying Torah, Moses was chosen of God for certain roles, and I think our tradition recounts that Moses was the humblest of servants. So at least as it's been passed down from generation to generation, we are to look at Moses as an example of humility rather than hubris when it comes to leadership. And we'll do a little bit more study on this on Wednesday, but I just want to take a moment to quote from a wonderful book, two books actually, that I often use to get new or expanded insights on the Torah portion. Speaking Torah, collected by Rabbi Art Green of Boston Hebrew Academy, and Hebrew College, and just a great teacher. And he's written a number of incredibly valuable books, and is a preeminent scholar of Jewish mystical thought, as well as just being an all-around incredible teacher who I've had the privilege to study with on a couple of occasions, panim al panim, face-to-face. So this is just a little bit of his introduction to Korach. It's not written in his voice, but in this Sefer Speaking Torah, you'll see, spiritual teachings from around the Maggid's table. A Maggid is a Jewish storyteller, a darshan, someone who can express eternal wisdom through story and parable. And he uses this to collect a number of Hasidic teachings. And I just lost the page, so I'm going to take 1 second to get back to it. Okay. And this is a little bit of a davar, a little bit of a drash on one of the opening verses, Numbers chapter 16, verse 15, that says, "And in his anger Moses said to God, 'Do not heed their offering. I have not taken a single donkey from them, and I did not wrong any one of them,'" obviously referring to Korach, who is organizing a rebellion against Moses. The commentary continues. The Talmud interprets Moses' statement as of, "I have not taken a single object of desire," chemed. This can be understood through reference to the statement by the Shunammite women, quote, "You have come to me to recall my sin." And that's a phrase from the book of Kings, chapter 17, verse 18. "You should always rouse your good side, because when you don't, your bad side awakens." How true that is. However, when you are at a low spiritual level and in the presence of an elevated wise person, an elevated tzaddik, you may not be able to arouse your good side. The greatness of the tzaddik may overwhelm you. Then, heaven forbid, your evil side should awaken. This is the meaning of the Shunammite women's complaint, "You have come to me to recall my sin," or in other words, "Your coming to me has awakened my sinful side." But if the wise person is humble, this will not happen. Moses was the most humble of all people. And the meaning of, "I have not taken a single donkey," is to say that I have not caused any person to raise their donkey-like side. According to the Talmud, it is to say, I have not provoked the desires of any person, and I did not wrong any one of them, means I did not damage the connection of the life force within them. This is an important reminder for people in positions of leadership take care that your strengths support and encourage other people to be the best that they can rather than overwhelming them. And I don't think that we have to think too far into our own leadership situations that sometimes occur in our own country and in our own communities to see the relevance of what the Torah teaches us is a preeminent role of leadership to elevate the good in people rather than using the negative instincts that we all possess for their own aggrandizement or to elevate their own, view of the world, let's say. So, a little bit of a drash on Korach. We'll pick up with some more learning on Korach on Wednesday when we meet. Just going to take one more look and see if I can recognize anyone who has joined us. We see Nancy and Adele and Rita. Shalom to all of you. I had the pleasure of joining Rita last night at Temple Beth Israel in Long Beach for a concert honoring our friend Cantor Judy Sofer, who is retiring from her position there, transitioning into a less demanding role, although I think she'll still be connected with the community, but at the same time continuing with her role in our Jewish Federation as the cultural ambassador and cultural coordinator of activities here, as well as I know she's planning on continuing to lead trips to Israel for our community as well. So shalom to all of you. We're going to move into Zoom Siyyum. I'm not that I'm rushing, but we do have a board meeting, a TBI board meeting that is going to begin in just a short period of time. So let's just close our eyes, take a deep breath, and join together in Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, L'shalom, l'shalom. L'hamidenu, shomreinu, l'chaim. Ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 לשלום, לשלום, להעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. I don't have a lot of announcements. We will, of course, be here for our, as I mentioned earlier, our last Zoom Siyyum of this current series on Wednesday night. I'll be back for that. Shabbat, Erev Shabbat on Friday evening, both a 6:30 family service and a 7:30 adult service. I'll be the ranter, serving both leadership roles at our service. Not quite sure that we're going to have our usual cadre of shul band members. The summer season is a bit of a challenge. A lot of folks are traveling, but we will be celebrating birthdays. So if you have a July birthday, we encourage you to come out on the 1st. We'll also do our traditional prayers of Thanksgiving for our nation's founders and leaders as we celebrate 4th of July on Monday together. So please come join us in the sanctuary. And also, if you can't join us in the sanctuary, we'll be here online as we always are. Let me just check one more time to see if there's any other comments. Do not appear to be. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Simon and Yvonne, and we will close with a song. Ose shalom bimroma, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, Ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimroma. Ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Ose shalom bimroma, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Amen. Lehitraot, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always wonderful to be here with you. Thank you for the heart, Yvonne. And you know what? Let me just want to do, I don't know that I can. I was going to briefly bring you guys on. Let's see if that works. No, I guess it doesn't. I'm just looking on Facebook to see if we can see you on Facebook, but hold on. How about this? Okay, here you go. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you, Simon and Yvonne. Thank you for all those who are joining us on Facebook and YouTube and Lehitraot. We will see you very soon.